I'll tell you what else. I'll tell you what else. If he ain't going to let me be the Facebook police, I'll be the Facebook fucking mafia, mate. I'm running it. I'm running fucking the horse squad. It's true. I actually will be. And then you'll be crying. Some of the shit I've had to fucking listen to and deal with. I don't know where to start with it, to be honest. Like I said, I don't know where to start. There's too much. Like, I get my son telling me people are allowed to express their femininity how they want. Well, that's fair enough. Now, I was a bit annoyed at the time because I was moaning. I was trying to have a normal moan about some girl who'd... Oh, do you know what? Jesus Christ. This was at the beginning of Redemption the Third. The first lockdown. And we'd gone for a social, supposedly quite a sensible, grown-up one. Do you know, I was trying to be an adult for once in my life. I do occasionally attempt it. And so we were like outside. I don't drink anymore because I'd made that decision. Because when I'd read up on viruses at the beginning of COVID, and I was talking about this in my liver book, I've done shorts on this before, but you never know who's bothered to listen to any of it or whatever. The actual important bits of life. But I try to put out the sensible bits. People ignore those and then just like aim for the things that interest them, like the bullshit normally. The viruses are dealt with by the liver. That's the short version. That's one of the tasks of the liver, is dealing with virus, blah, 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 blah. But if it's already suffering from a toxin load, then it can't deal with viruses effectively. That's why you end up with things like cancer and other shit, apparently. Now, I've got, supposedly, shadows on my lungs, so that put me in a high risk group. So I thought, you know what, I'm actually quite not ready to do ends. I'd made plans in case I did fucking cark it, because at the beginning of COVID everyone thought it was a bit risky, wasn't it, and everyone was going to be dropping like flies, and I was like thinking I was going to die on the sofa literally weeks in. I was going to be dead there, corpse, flies everywhere, my autistic son upstairs. And so what I actually said to him, if I do die, I know this is how things were back then before we knew. And there's no, because all the, oh my God, that was the other thing, because all the bodies were piling up in Italy and the old people's homes, and everyone was doing legs, if that's true, and just leaving all the bodies rotting. So I was thinking that's what's all going to be happening. It was literally going to be 28 days later. So I said to him, if I do die and you can't get anyone to take my body away, just, and this is true, I did actually say this, I said, just drag me out into the garage where it's cold and leave me. It's like, it wasn't that bad in the end. But, so anyway, going back, winding back a bit, we'd gone for this like social. She ended up getting pissed and getting crawling off onto some bloke's sofa, which was a pull-out bed. So then he says to me, like, can you get up, I need to go to sleep. So I did, and then she started just throwing shapes, and it's like, I didn't even want to be touching her anyway. I was trying to social distance, so I did. So she put me at risk. So I was moaning about this essentially, and to my son, and he said to me, she can express femininity how she wants. And that's fair enough, she can. Okay, do you know what? How do you argue with that? That's true, she can. But, on the flip side of that, so can I then. Can't I? Yes, I can. This was going to go somewhere more important. What was I saying to start with? Fucking hell. That's why I went in the office. Oh, yeah. So I've been told by someone who's clearly been brainwashed by a load of feminists, says me, you can express your femininity how you want. And then, so, I did that nice celebration of the menopause, my moody love shots that I put on. I'm 50 years old. I'm postmenopausal. People have reviewed me my whole life for being overweight and fat. You know, I got called fat in the pub last time I went in there. I decided not to go there anymore. It's too full of fucking fascists. And But apparently my arse had blocked out the moon. It's like, oh, okay then, it's going to block out everything else as well. And I got some fucking PM about no more fucking nude shots on Facebook. Like, fuck you. Do you know what? Get stuffed. Who are you anyway? To tell me what to do. Hide and find your false profile. When there's all those other, like, oh, God, fucking pasty erotica on there. Christ on a fucking bike. Do you have a licence to do these things? Do you have to be in paid employment to actually be able to post what you want on the internet? I mean, there's a caste system of who can do what. You've been through university, you can put an erotica meme on, but if you're some fucking old tramp from the ends, you can't make some sort of political statement. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think it. And the other thing is, if you can express your femininity how you want, I can say shit, fucking cunt, all the rest of it, as many times as I like. It's like, this goes back to the, you know what, everyone needs to decide what they want. I don't want to be some drippy twat who needs dragging off someone's sofa at 50 years old, putting someone else at risk all the time. I don't want to do that. But I spent years doing that, getting paid for it. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. That's the other thing I was rambling to. I don't know if you watched any of my uploads, or somebody does watch them before they get posted, because sometimes they get stopped. But I was talking to myself for about 3 hours last night without recording it, because I've been drinking this amazing coffee. It's amazing. The Truth Serum coffee. And another PM I got recently. Fucking hell. This goes back to me getting wrangled about being told Pike is hate speech. I know, it's long. I know. I mean, some people will find it offensive, but I can't be bothered to explain myself again. I come from Essex, the River Crouch. My name's Crouchman. Pike's Kings of the River. You know what? I'm a fucking pikey, mate. That's a short version. And I forgot what I was going to say again. Oh yeah, someone sent me a PM recently, and they said, "Are you a Jew?" Well, first of all, I don't. Who the fuck are you anyway? And if I say yes or no, what have you learnt? So I think I said, I can't remember what I said actually, but it's like, where do you find these people? And why do you send them to me? Why do you send them to me? Is it just so I can rinse them through? Are you a Jew? Are you a Jew? I was trying to think of a good ending. That's it though.